Hello and welcome back to the first 5-Cent Cigar newscast of the new semester. I'm Leah Crowley, thank you for joining us. Coming up this week, we have nursing students who are getting their first doses of the COVID-19 vaccine, and the Good 5-Cent Cigar turns 50. Plus, stick around for Rhody Sports Corner with Rhody Basketball's hype man. Some nursing students have been offered the COVID-19 vaccine and already had their first dose. Imani Fleming has more.
URI nursing students have been given the option to receive both doses of the COVID-19 vaccine. The Rhode Island Department of Health, in collaboration with the Governor's COVID Task Force for Vaccines, have determined who in the state is eligible during the first phase of vaccinations. Director of Student Health Services and Assistant Vice President for Student Health and Wellness, Ellen Reynolds, tells us more about the selection process.
And in that group was determined to be our patient-facing nursing students who were doing clinical rotations in settings that had them directly working with patients. So those students who were identified by the College of Nursing were forwarded to the Rhode Island Department of Health, and it's my understanding they did receive an invitation from the Department of Health to participate in the vaccine program.
According to Reynolds, students can still visit URI Health Services in the Potter Building for regular appointments. However, there are now specific areas for those experiencing COVID symptoms to be examined as well.
Are operating very similar to many healthcare organizations in the community and in the state, and that is majority of our appointments start out as a telehealth appointment right now. We have learned that we can do a lot through this modality and be able to do an assessment, and then if that assessment warrants a face-to-face appointment, then we'll make a face-to-face appointment. We have been able to secure a trailer behind the Potter Building, which we're able to use for our students that we are testing who might have COVID or who have tested positive for COVID but need a physical exam of some way. So they might be having a symptom that we need to evaluate. So those students are seen outside the Potter Building so that we can continue to see all of the other students who are not COVID positive or COVID symptomatic inside the health center.
Catherine Callahan, a junior nursing major, was one of the many students who decided to receive her first dose of the vaccine after the offer was extended.
Uneventful, it's just like getting your regular flu vaccine. And then I just basically sat in the waiting room for about 15 minutes. They make you wait in case you have any reaction, anaphylaxis or otherwise. And then it was pretty much that. They were like, okay, here's the information to sign up for your second dose. I had no reaction, thankfully, so they said you're free to go.
URI is prepared to distribute and administer the COVID-19 vaccine to the remainder of the student population as soon as the state of Rhode Island allows.
Ready and prepared to be able to vaccinate if the state allows us to do that at some point in time. We certainly are advocating for all of our faculty, staff, and students to get vaccinated. And again, this group, either the Governor's Task Force working alongside the Rhode Island Department of Health, are determining the prioritization of the groups. Currently, we're in phase 1. We hope to move into phase 2, I believe mid-February or towards the 1st of March. Certainly, I think what would happen is if there is enough vaccine available, distributed, we would be able to potentially vaccinate our students. And boy, it would be our desire to be able to do that before the end of the semester.
I encourage everybody, if you can get it, to get it, just because it'll help move things along, and everybody is dying, or a lot of people, are dying to get it. So I would feel almost bad if you didn't take that opportunity. So
Reynolds says that URI's COVID-19 response would not have been as successful without the help of all URI nursing students. Imani Fleming reporting, 5-Cent Cigar Newscast.
The fan experience for Rhody basketball games this season has been a little different. Aniekan Okon has the story with your Rhody Sports Corner.
For the past 13 years, hype man John Vanner, better known as JV, has been roaming the sidelines of the Ryan Center, pumping up the Rhody faithful at men's home games. But when COVID changed the sports world last March, he was left to figure out a new wintertime routine.
It's so bizarre. And I had people reaching out to me saying, how are you holding up? How are you doing? Because it's just like I just told you, I've been doing this for 13 seasons. Every year I know in November, all the way till early March at least, I would be between 16 and 20 times a year, I'd be at the Ryan Center and have a microphone in my hand, and I'd be, doing my thing with a huge crowd behind us.
And the huge crowds and the energy that the fans bring is the thing that he misses the most.
I just, I miss that feeling when Rhody's making a run and it builds to a crescendo, almost like it's an orchestra in the Ryan Center. And when the place's roof feels like it's seconds away from blowing off, the other team calls a timeout and the place is just going bananas. Some crazy song is playing. It's just chaos everywhere. The ruckus is screaming.
With fans watching games from home, Vanner tries his best to interact with them through social media.
I try my best to, tweet along with the action, send some gifts out there, some reaction gifts when stuff happens. Obviously, it's not the same. And then I got people texting me, DMing me. I got some fans on Facebook that have been commenting on things. And then I've even recorded a couple videos. I recorded the Rhody chant for a couple folks asking their kids.
As the regular season winds down, Vanner hopes that the team will come together and make a late push for an NCAA tournament bid.
I'm hoping and praying that these next few weeks leading up to March, the team can really start taking care of the ball a little better, because there's no doubting this team has talent, and this team could beat any team on any given day if they stay focused and locked in.
It's still unclear when fans will be allowed back into the Ryan Center, but Vanner believes that brighter days are ahead.
We'll get through this and we'll get out on the other side. Rhody basketball will still be there. I'll still be there. The band, the cheerleaders, everyone will still be there at the Ryan Center waiting when the dust clears and we can finally safely be there watching our favorite, Rhody sports together.
Reporting inside the Ryan Center, I'm Aniekan Okon, 5 Cent Cigar Sports.
URI student newspaper, The Good 5 Cent Cigar, is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year. To honor this major milestone, the current editorial staff is sharing what the cigar means to them.
Okay. The cigar means so much to me because it has taught me how powerful the student voice is.
The cigar has been very impactful for me throughout my time here at URI. I've loved writing with the sports department and other sections of the newspaper.
The cigar definitely means a lot to me.
I joined the cigar my freshman year because I really love to write and I'm a journalism major.
My favorite part about writing for the cigar is getting the chance to meet and interview so many amazing different people who make up the URI community and getting to share their experiences.
I've had the opportunity to explore a lot of different paths like writing and broadcasting and social media, and to use a lot of the skills that I've attained throughout my time at URI and apply them.
And I found more than I ever could have imagined.
Both reignited my passion for photography and allowed me to meet, work alongside, and befriend a lot of really incredible and talented people.
And then I came out of it with such a community of friends and family.
And it also has given me so many lifelong friendships that I will treasure forever.
I have made my best friends through the cigar.
For me, the cigar is a home away from home.
Been able to learn a lot, meet a lot of great people, and I'm very excited and proud of what the long history of the cigar means to the URI community.
I mean, it's a lot of work, but it always feels worth it.
And by far, this has been the best part of my college career. Absolutely love the cigar. Happy 50th anniversary.
As the newscast editor, I am so grateful to the cigar and everyone in it for making this newscast possible. That's all we have for you today at the 5 Cent Cigar Newscast. Stay safe, Rhody.